Photographs on my windowsill. It's raining outside, and I wonder where you are still. You're always on my mind. I just wanna hang on to the past. Remember all the good and make it last. 'Cause I can't live without you. Oh, I try but I can't let go. Guess my heart has a habit for being nostalgic. I just wanna hang on to the past. Oh, hang on. Remember all the good and make it last. Oh, oh, oh. 'Cause I can't live without you. I can't. Oh, I try but I can't let go. Guess my heart has a habit for being nostalgic.
Cool. There's currently, I don't think there's currently anyone in chat, but for those watching the VOD, today is day 8. Let me untick my overlay here. Yeah, there you go. Day 8 for concept to launch. Yeah, last one we'd worked on. We did, I think the last one we did some web designs for pretty much the whole session. And I think we either did finish the Rails in that session or the session before. But yeah, so today I'm not going to work on web design because I don't really have an idea yet for how I want to go about the design. I'm not super happy with it. So I decided that since the mobile design is finished, that that I'm going to be hello. That I'm going to be building the mobile, doing some mobile dev today. So that's the plan. Gonna set up some mobile stuff. Okay. So for that, we can go ahead and do some mobile planning based off the work that we have here. So what I want to do is duplicate the screen and that one, and then combine them. Not that one, sorry, this one. Combine these two. And yeah, combine these two. So then I want to hide some of the panels on the left. Just need to remember how to do that. There's like a full screen feature. Just need to find it quickly. File. Comments, outlines. Hide. That one. Okay, there we go. Cool. So we can then get that going on that side. And this side going. So we want to break down some mobile tickets. So first thing we can do is break up the different screens, and then we're gonna go from there. So obviously we start with I want to do these last because I'm still not happy with it. I'm not fully sold on how they look yet. So I'm going to rather start on the home page because that one I am happy with. So I'll say Expo. Oh, let's call it mobile. Let's do mobile setup, which let's put all of these in here. We want to create the navigation. We want to set up the top bar. We want to set up the bottom bar. And then we'll probably go from left to right. So we'll start on actually let's start with the transaction screen because Actually, no, let's start with the wallets, because the wallets are technically the first thing you'll make. So I'll sort of set this up screen and then go to the create, set it up, and then hook it up, make sure it's working and stuff, which can be cool. Yeah, so I'll do mobile wallet, and then create wallet, create edit wallet. Then we'll probably do we'll do a couple of components as we go, but then we'll probably do budgets after that. So mobile budgets, and then create and edit budgets, and then we'll do transactions. We'll do create and edit transaction, and then we will do home. After that, we'll jump over to the profile page, then the purchases page, and we'll take it from there. Cool. So first thing we're going to do is do the mobile setup. So we're going to jump over to Expo. That's the dashboard, Expo docs. Okay. So we want to do all of this. I just realized I forgot to enable my timer. So let me quickly see. We've been busy for about 5 minutes. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's only been about 5 minutes. So okay, so that'll kick off the timer. Should start going down. Cool. So now we're gonna go to native, and we're going to run our little command. To generate our project, scratch. Name of the project, we will do budget buddy mobile. Cool, that will install all the things. Let's give that a second to run. So I want to install this package and this one as well. I want to try this one out, and then I think this is already built into Expo. So okay, that's still going. Let's give that a second. Welcome anyone who's joined the channel in the meantime. I see there's 3 viewers. I wonder if it's slow because of my streaming. Probably a little bit. We can wait. Templates options. Default template, multi-screen, TypeScript configuration, blank TypeScript, tabs, bare minimum. Okay, there we go. Things are starting to happen. Okay. So we can go to budget buddy, and then we want to run probably let's try it. npm run iOS. See which one works. Actually, we're building mainly on Android, so I should be using the Android emulator. So let's go with that one. Use that one instead. It should work. I did set this up before. Error, too many files watched. I think I've had that issue before. With the Expo. Brew update. Permission denied. Yeah, let's do that. I do share a Mac account between this one and another profile, and I think sometimes the two profiles clash a little bit. Okay. Give that a second. I think I ran this one last time, and it worked. Something to do with Watchman not running nicely. In the meantime, let's go to the Rails application and start that up. Okay. Let's install Watchman. I think it's already installed or not. No, why would not been installed it last time. Must have gotten removed somehow. I have a cache clearing solution that I use. It might have gone deleted through that, I'm not sure. Okay, well that's running. We're gonna do the Expo Go environment. I already know all of this. Still downloading. Yeah, so we're just gonna set up a basic exploit template. It comes with a couple of things built in. So it's TypeScript. By default, it comes with a basic routing system setup. So Expo uses React navigation under the hood to do a file-based routing system. And then it's also type safe, which is nice. But so we usually at my work, we use this package for our Barebones repos. And so it's pretty good. It does all the things we need. We've got different types of navigators that we'll be using, stacks, drawers, bottom tabs. Yeah, we'll probably end up just using stack, and I'll just be navigating in between of that. Since completely customizing a bottom tab like this could be painful, especially since we have such a customized bottom tab. But okay, that's still busy. But yeah, so it's file-based routing. So instead of setting up some sort of a routing configuration, you use folders and files to set up your router, which is cool. Obviously, it supports all of the things. We also even support web. There's images, custom fonts. It comes with dark and light mode built in already, and then animations and stuff. Which is pretty cool. Which we'll use as like ground. Okay, let's try that again then, now that it's done. Now Android found. Please connect an emulator. Cool. So let's open Android Studio. So it's here, and then we want to go to the option, more actions, I think. Yeah, virtual manager. And I've already gone and created a a device a couple weeks ago. But yeah, you would just click the plus button, pick a size, doesn't really matter, whatever your system can handle. And then the latest Android build, I ended up going with a Pixel 3a, and then API 34, which is the latest Android API. So we're going to start that emulator quickly. So it should pop up on the side. Cool. I think we can close this. It should stay open. So here's a previous app that I had built just as a test while I was setting up the entire environment on my computer. Yeah, which is cool. So if we run it now, it should hopefully connect. We'll allow it. Watchman to kick off. There we go, installs it. If you do this from scratch, what should happen is it defaults to Expo Go, which means Expo should install Expo Go on the emulator itself, and then from there it'll load in the Expo Go environment. So it'll just gives you a little bit of a faster boot up time for testing things out. So we're going to be doing that for the first couple of times until we get close to the end, where we're just going to test the remaining things in a normal build. But yeah, so then we get a cool, nice blank project. They tell us we can press Command M for a developer menu. Let's try this. Oh. I think I just crashed it with some sort of... let's just open it again. But what we can do is press J. Nope, not J, D. Let's just see, toggle menu M. Sorry, it's press M, and then you should get the debug menu. Let's just see. I think I freaked it out with the... let's quickly put these on the same screen, just to make my life easier. Oh, it's not very stable right now. So open Android again. There you go. So I think it was when I pressed... I don't have a supporting browser installed for the inspector, so I think it messed some stuff up. But yeah, you can open like a little menu, and you can check like elements if you want to do element inspection. You can do performance checking, reload. Shows you where your thing's being hosted locally, and which is pretty cool. Yeah. Let me quickly check something. So if I actually opened a tunnel to this connection, you can actually, from your home, if you're watching this from wherever, if you install the Expo Go app, I can actually share this QR code. And if I opened the tunnel, then you guys would actually be able to load the app into your app, or load the app on your phone using Expo Go, which is pretty cool. It's like this little store app that you can download called Expo Go. Looks like that on the store. And then you sort of scan the QR code and it opens apps remotely. So that's pretty cool. So I might do that with sometime later if people are keen to try out the apps on their phones themselves. If you're keen to do that, go ahead and download the Expo Go app, and then maybe sometime I'll open it and you should be able to download it remotely, which is very cool. Okay, so yeah, everything's here. Same stuff we just looked at. So what we can do now is launch WebStorm for our code editor. Now, I would like to see my changes, and unfortunately the Android simulator can't full screen, so we will need to undo full screen on this. I'm going to put it on here and then move the phone there as well. Keep this open here because we won't be using it that much. With the Android, I'm gonna put the console there. Actually, I'm gonna do it like that. And then here I'm going to load the phone. I prefer having it on my right side. And then here we will do that. Okay. What we can do now is go open the project. So native body, this window. Okay. You get the basic little project. It's got Git already instantiated, so let's quickly open our Git Kraken, which is our Git GUI. We can go ahead and open up the mobile native, this one. Okay, so we've got our initial commit. And then these are my IDE stuff, so I'm going to ignore that quickly. IDE. I think I just can say, yeah, there we go. So we're going to change that. It's got some basic stuff that we don't have to worry about now. Cool, so let's see if this is working. So we should be able to go to app, tabs, index. That'll be this welcome page because it's the index for the tabs, which is the indexes always refers to the first or the initial loader. So we can look at the index page and then we should be able to edit. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. Welcome becomes welcome to the stream. There you go. Which is cool. So we want to install a couple of things before we get going. So let's go ahead and do that. So so first what I want to do is install Native Wind. Just gonna check. Okay, cool. Let's go to Native Wind. So Native Wind allows me to install Tailwind, and then using I think Babel and some compiler things allows me to natively use the syntax for Tailwind directly in React Native without needing a middleman, which usually we achieved with something like this, which is a Tailwind package that compiles, so you have to write in this weird syntax so it translates it. But now Native Wind does it natively, which is cool. So we want to install this. So we want to install Native Wind. So I'm gonna open a new one, install Native Wind. And then Tailwind afterwards. Okay, let's quickly have a look. That was very fast. Okay, so Native Wind and the other one. Okay, so those are now installed. So we've got Native Wind there and Tailwind there. Secondly, we want to set up the CSS thing. So we want to generate the config file. So generate the config file. We want to add this to the body of that config file. So we go to config, change this to, this will tell us where to locate these things in our app. So we just want to remove JavaScript because I'm not going to be using JavaScript, so I don't really care about that. And then I don't need a custom directory. So I just want to say change this to everything, and then say let's leave that for now, but I do want to move everything. Let's quickly go here, source, top level source directory. So I want a top level source directory, just to keep everything in line. You move all to, simply move you up and restart the server. Okay, cool. So let's make a top level source directory, and then we need to move everything in it. Apps, components, constants, asset. I think assets can stay, but can't remember right now. So do that, and then we want to say source and everything inside source, and then we want to restart our server. It'll reload and then show the page again. Okay, so there's probably some naming issues going on, which is fine. Checking says equal reuse source apps to exist. You may want to consider a type alias to print source instead of the root directory. So type aliasing. Let's go here. This might already be configured, so let's have a look at the ts config file. Yeah, so it's already there. We just want to tell it source. Okay, I'm gonna move assets as well. Let's restart it again. We just need to change some files, I think. Okay, so a quick look through the project. So I changed the type aliasing, so now everything should be fixed because now it's pointing to the right source. So now, cool. So that's good. Let's make that full screen. Let's go there. Okay, next thing we want to do is add the Babel plugin. So we want to go to our Babel config and add the native Win Babel plugin. This is the thing that transpiles the code to Tailwind for us, which is cool. And now we should be able to test it. So let's give it a try. Let's go to tabs, index, and title container. It's got flex row, center, gap. So I'm going to comment these out, which will do that. Freaks it out a little bit. Actually, let me just comment out all of it. Okay, so here I want to replace this with class names, and then we want to say flex row, flex, and then aligns item center and gap. Gap 8 would be a little bit less, so it'll be like 2. Okay, this probably doesn't like. Let's check. BG. Let's just quickly place this with a view. I wonder. We did restart. Oh, please restart the server to see new results. Okay. And then you may need to clear cache, so let's do that. Let's try again. See what happens. Assets are now in source. Okay. Let's see. We installed everything correctly. That might be the tailwind config. Source, and then everything. We might need to do this. Just quickly give it a refresh. Yeah, that's fine. Children elements. Ah, there we go. Okay, so the wave is breaking it. Strange. But I've never had this type issue before, which is strange. Let's quickly have a look here. Okay, so it doesn't seem to like... Okay, that's fine. Strange. Okay, interesting. Don't think we missed anything else. Let's check. Do I have an FAQ? No. TypeScript. Neighboring extends TypeScript. This simply includes the type to create. So is to create this file and then the reference. Okay, so let's do that. So let's create this file. It's probably why the types are complaining. Same name as the folder when the app exists. Same name as the file or folder in the same directory, i.e. app.ds. Yeah, that looks fine. Same name and folder in Node. Let's move this into source quickly. It should be here. env add the triple slash reference. Okay. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, it just took a second to update. But yeah, cool. So that's types fixed as well, which means it's working. So we're happy with that. So Netwind's now installed, which is cool. We don't need any of this, so we can close that. Let's install our component libraries. So long. For your start template, setup configs, copy paste what you need into the project. Oh, hey, John. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I'm busy setting up the Expo at the moment. So we've just set up Tailwind to run in Expo. I'm going to install a component library now. Template, manual install. Thanks for the follow, John. Follow, John, too. Okay, let's see this. How to use a template or manually set up the config, browse and copy paste into your project. Config, customize the code to suit your requirements. Cool. This project aims to provide a little opinionated code as possible. However, some opinionated code is necessary. CSS names are based on ShadCN component and then lib for hooks, utilities, and constants. Cool. So we didn't start from a template. So let's do the manual installation. So there's a couple of packages to install. What I do want to see is quickly go to this one. I just want to check something out. Packages. I see where these are being installed. Tailwind. Let's go to apps. Database. This is the one we're looking for. These are all dependencies. Okay, cool. So let's go to manual. We can copy this line to install these packages. So this is obviously for animation. This is for async storage. Not sure why I would need async storage with a UI library. Maybe it's something to do with one of these components. We'll find out later. I might replace async storage with a new alternative that I want to try called MMKV, which is supposed to be 30 times faster than async storage and compatible, which is cool. Okay, that's done. We use the tilde, I think, alias. This is, but I don't want to do that. Okay, and we need this. Add the following code to your library file. Okay, so this is a helper. So let's do lib and then utils.ts, utils.ts. Copy this helper in. Okay. Add the following use color hook as well. So use color scheme. I'm going to rename this to this because I prefer this syntax. Okay, so we've got color scheme here. This is probably for toggling dark light and dark theme, which we won't really need, but it's fine. Add the following to your global CSS file. Let's quickly go back to native wind. I don't remember it talking about a CSS file. Global. Built on Tailwind. These are just links back to post CSS. No. we can look at their repo. So let's open their repo and keep it open, and we can just compare. So here, and then apps starter. So they just put it in the root directory. Okay, so let's do that. Global CSS. This sets up some global stylings that will be applied for theming and things. Yeah, so colors and stuff. So we can throw that in there. Cool. If you want to inspire your own colors, check out these. Oh, themes. That's cool. Okay. Add the following constants for navigation theming. So constants. Copy the constants. Okay. If you change the colors in global, update the constants file with the new colors. Each color has a command. Use the CSS variables and okay, and then what is this? This is okay. This is the config file for Tailwind. Okay, so if I want the same colors in Tailwind, I would need to add this. Native Wind preset, what is that? We have it open here somewhere. Preset. Okay. Let's do that. So Tailwind config. Add the theme. Those are our colors. Preset from Native Wind. And then these aren't necessary. And then dark mode is a class. Not sure what that is. But we'll find out. Configure the navigation theme. In your root component, if you're using Explorator, add the following code to load the selective theme, prevent flashing from the default theme. And store the selection theme. Oh, okay, so it's the active storage is used to store the theme option. We don't have a theme option, so I'm not going to do that. Installing, set up the icons. We have our own icons. But I do want to install SVG. So let's do that. Because the icons will be SVGs. So let's install that. Installing one compatible. Cool. Add the with icon name function in lib. And then let's check out this package quickly. Showcase icons. Ah, wow. These look very similar to mine. Okay, no, they're not. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to use these. I remember checking those out in the beginning. Wasn't happy with them, so we're not going to use them. But we will need to load SVGs into React Native, so I'll install that. Import everything as SVG, and then I can just do the SVG, which I'm happy with. SVG try now in project. Okay. The rest is just icon stuff, so we don't care. Adding icons, which we don't care about, and then common patterns. Also, we don't care about. Okay, so that should be sorted. So let's quickly try one out. Let's add the button component. That should load some code into our project in a second. Let's close all of this. So some of these we're going to remove because we don't need them. Native only. Forward slash components lib. Yes. Okay. So now we've got UI and then button, which is new. So let's check that out. So we want to split these up like so. And it's got our new code. So let's try and use it. So I'm going to delete all of this. Place it with a view. And then we're just going to have button. And let's quickly check text. Okay. Cannot find native one preset. Let's see. Install native when preset. Secure native wind. My native wind's quite old. It's just weird. Let's check the docs. Why would it not install? Okay. So did not install the correct one. No mismatch. I found. Check the GitHub page quickly. They don't publish it on GitHub anymore. Okay. Let's see what that does. Takes us to 2. Okay. So let's install the rest of them. And then I'll manually install native wind. Okay. 436. 344. Let's do update the packages quickly. Okay. Now the presets should load. Create a CSS file. Okay, we have that now. Babel config looks a little bit different. So let's go back to the Babel config. Remove this one and then add that one over there and Native Babel over here. Oh, that's inside. Return, preset. Oh, this was all nested. Okay. Like that. Modify a metro file as well. What expo are we? We are, yeah, 51. Okay, so go to the metro file. Do I have a metro file? I don't have a metro file. Let's create one. Okay, then we can probably just copy all of this. Cool. Import your CSS in the layout. Okay. Okay, that should TypeScript guide. Okay, that's just that one. Which we've already done. We might have to restart our server. Let's do that. Hairline not defined. That came from the setup for hairliners and theme. The top. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, reload it. Now it's compiling. Should hopefully work after this. No, what's the problem? Unresolved. Okay, that's fine. We can do. It's probably like that. Let's try again. Because we're in a source file. There you go. Okay, so there's default at the top, which is our button. Which we loaded. It doesn't have a preview, but a demo. Let's see, does it have a demo? Okay. It is see-through for some reason, which is a little weird, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So then that works at least. So we can start loading in some components. Okay, now what we want to do is I don't want to kill all the other stuff that came with the project that I don't need. So I don't need the collapsible. Yes. External link, don't need that. Don't need the wave. Parallel scroll view, don't need that either. Themed text, don't need that either because we have our other one that comes. And then theme view, also we won't need that one. Okay, so those are all out, which we can delete. Remove the styles as well. Let's go to let's delete these. That's the layout. So let's delete explore. Let's reload. Not found. Okay, so it's got some things that it's not happy about. Also clear that. Let's just do let's do view and view text. UI text, text. Clear out the rest. Okay. Okay. Many screens to find route explore is okay. Because probably not happy that I deleted it. That's fine. This is custom theme loading, which we don't want. So let's remove that. We're just gonna hide the splash screen immediately. And that, then we're gonna delete the theme provider because we won't want the theme provider. Just gonna make this a stack. Okay, delete the stuff we don't want. Move that to the top. Prevent splash screen from auto-hiding before assets loads complete. That's fine. There we go. This one's also fine. HTML. This is for the web stuff. So I'm just gonna leave this. Index and then layout. We've got tabs, but this tab doesn't exist anymore, so it's probably where the complaints come from. Color theme. Just too light. Okay. There we go. Let's remove this as well. Don't need that. And then we'll probably end up deleting this layout anyway. Constants colors. We won't really use these, but I know they're being used at the moment. So let's remove and care about that. The rest we've removed, so it should be fine. We don't want the tests. Oh, wait. Let's look here. That's fine. Or remove this later. Use color theme. All of these we don't need. Okay. Let's do. There's a button. So we just entered it. Okay, so that's been installed. We're happy with that. We'll leave this open. Exporting this also should be fine now. We want a safe area. So let's install that as well. I don't think it should, much of it comes with the base. It does come with the base, so we already have it installed. We just want to wrap the app in a safe area. Okay. We should be able to remove this. Or not. Safe area provider. Yep. Then you can use. Okay, so I need to use safe area view. Okay, that makes sense. So go to the index, and then instead of a view, we have safe area view, which we will import instead of the view. And there we go. So then we've got a safe area for that bar, the top, which is cool. We don't really need the other ones. Let's quickly have a look at this. Okay. I also want to install Prettier, just so my code auto formats. So I don't have to format it myself that heavily. I'm not sure if Prettier comes installed. It does not. Okay, so we're gonna install Prettier. I'll show you what it does. Okay. Make an ignore file for it. Just helps performance. And then we ignore this and modules. Scripts. Okay. Okay, so if we go to the Prettier config, so I'm just gonna turn on some stuff I like having on. Bracket spacing. Tab width, I think, is 2. So now, and then I just wanted to run whenever I save my files. So that's built into WebStorm. Okay. So now if I edit that, it will automatically fix the styling, which is I'm happy about. Let's fix some of our files that have weird spacings now. Okay. Cool. The rest is, I think that's it. That's all we need to load for now. So let's start on... I don't think there's anything else I want to set up. Oh, actually what I do want to set up is some import helpers. So I don't like their file structure convention, the structure they use to do their files and stuff. So I'm gonna change it to what I prefer, which is atomic design. So here we'll do atoms, molecules, organisms, organism. And then containers. Is that correctly spelled? Organism, yes. So how this works is that components are built up of different levels of complexity, and that is denoted through these level, so you start at like no atoms don't require any like dependencies, and then molecules are built off of atoms, and then organisms are built off of molecules, and then organisms can sort of use themselves, and you use those on pages. So we are going to this uses text, which it's got a text context, so which means text is an atom and button is a molecule. I'm gonna rename this to template actually. Okay, so there we go. And then this doesn't need anything, so I'm gonna remove this. That's actually let's do this. Let's delete that for now. Okay, and then here we will say that it uses atoms text. What we want to do in here is create an index file and export everything from text, and same with molecules. Everything from button. Okay. And libs and stuff we'll keep like that. You can delete UI. We don't need this. And then I don't think this gets used now because of the theming. We'll just keep them for now, but we will use this. This actually already gets used inside of button. Helps with defaults and stuff. Okay. So we've got that set up. I'm gonna rotate those two, and I'm just gonna clean up how I prefer to arrange my stuff. There you go. Delete that, then I guess not gonna use that. Here we can then remove the need for text to be there, also the need for atom to be there. That requires one more index, which is this one, which we will export from atoms and molecules. We'll add the other ones later. So now that'll stop complaining. And on index, you can do that as well. If you wanted to add a button, we can. No man. There we go. Then that works like that. Just fancy. Once last setup, I just want to change the routing. Stack Navigator. So let's do in here, let's move index to app, delete tabs, and then write index. There we go. So now that's the index route, and we'll go from there for the other ones. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can style tab to look the way I want it to, because it auto generates. We can maybe check, because it's built off of React Navigation. Let's go to Navigator, bottom tabs, components. I guess we can replace it with my tab bar. Because it is just using the same structure. Check. Let's import that quickly. Listeners, skin options, a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So now we've got that going. I think that's everything we need for this setup to consider it done. Yeah, okay, so that's our setup. What we will start with, so let's quickly commit all of our changes. We've changed these things, added some stuff. Let's quickly go to Tailwind. Secondary accent. That's fine. Let's have a look at our button. Just want to check something. Colors, theme, variant. Okay, so it just has its own variants. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I'll delete the constants because we don't need those right now. Okay. Let's quickly commit everything to the repository. All our new stuff. And do initial commit structure. Setup commit. Okay. Remote, GitHub, mobile, private. Let's push that to GitHub. There you go. Cool. So we can consider the setup done. And let's start with the navigation. What that looks like is taking this and building out that structure. So we want to build a stack. So it's pretty much just defining folders and then placing them in a stack for initial one. So let's go to layout. Layout has a stack. So we want to create, index will be our home page. So we will have the wallets page. So this has to look like this. Wallet screen. Hello wallets. Home. And then we will add wallets to our stack. And then we should be able to... Let's just change this because this is now conflicting with my tailwind sizes or my video sizes. Okay. Button. Text. Wallets. And we want to navigate. Yeah, we use a link. There you go. So we don't need a button. Let's do like that. Import links. It's from Explorator. Which we'll put here. And then we'll do wallets. So there's our wallet one. Let's copy this to budget and transactions. So we'll say budget screen. Budget. Transactions. Okay. Then we want profile as well. What we can do here is create a molecule called bottom bar. Just gonna have a basic thing going for bottom bar. Okay. I just want to view. No, don't autocomplete. Drag in a view, and then I just want to create some text components. Let's say home. Transactions, budget, wallets, home, transactions, budget, wallet, import that, components. And then we want to wrap these in links. Explorator. Index, I think it's just like that. Href, this will be transactions. Budgets. And I don't know what this thing's generating, but it is very wrong. And then this just needs to replace with that. Okay. And then we go to our layout. Let's move that out for now. I'm gonna need the folder and export it. And then here we will, I think we should be able to just add it to the bottom of the stack. Yeah. Okay. Wallets, budget, transaction. Why are those different? Oh, because I haven't created them on the stack yet. Transactions and budgets. And I removed the header. Okay, there we go. So from here we can, I can remove these. So now we can traverse those. I'm just gonna style them. Flex row items between Cool. So those then work. You can see our screen transitioning nicely. It even slides in the correct interesting direction. I think if I swap the stack around, it should, like this, it should work correctly. So I'll go right, left, right, right, left, or not. Okay. Those are those ones. Then we also want profile. I'm just gonna add it here as another one for now. Profile. Just so I can make sure it's working. Profile's working. Cool. From there, what we want to do actually is create folders. So we want to do wallets. We want to duplicate that to budget. Actually, I'm going to create the first one, which I'm going to copy index there. And then wallets here I will remove. So now wallets as an index. Wallet screen. Hello, wallet. So there. You must be able to nest them. Like here, naming convention. So settings index tx. So that should match settings. Watch that settings. Let's try. Not sure if that's. Yeah, okay. So I just need to tell it which one. Strange. I guess the name. Okay, cool. So we want to do that. We also want to create a new. And then new wallet screen. Hello, new wallet. Yes, so that will then, what we should be able to do is do here new, and then from wallets, we should be able to go to new. So wallets, new wallet. There you go. Happy with that. I just want to see nested stacks. Groups. Create a group to organize similar routes or sections of an app. Each group has a layout file and group directory. I don't need a group right now. Dynamic routes. Create a dynamic route. So it's all about file stuff, where you place the location. Access dynamic. These are IDs and things. We would need to do a so here we would copy this and make ID. Wallet. We call this wallet screen. Hello old existing wallet. And then that will point to like 1 or something. So here we should be able to create a route called 1. I guess we don't define it. And then here we say new wallet, and we create another one called existing wallet. And then we have this one. How do we set a existing one or dynamic ones? Settings. Because I don't want the title. Maybe with a layout. That's how you use pattern to navigate between different routes. Do I create a one something like that? I do. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so that's cool. So we can create the ID one there, and that will then new wallet and existing wallet. But I want to nest them differently, so I'm quickly going to here just create one called wallet stack. Move these in it, so stack. I'm gonna create, I don't know if that's gonna work. Layout child must have a type screen or other as ignored. Use custom children creator layout. Update the route at layout. To use custom children, create a custom layout. Custom layout. Okay, that means that's not picking it up. Let's do expo nested stacks. Nested navigators. App. In the above example, feed matches home feed and messages. Both layouts are nested. Harness stacks. Shared routes. To match the same URL for different layouts, use groups. No. I don't want it in a tab navigator. Expo nest stack inside of stack. So in this one you can simply just oh, we might have to provide it as a screen. Okay, so here we need to say stack.screen name or component. That's how you do it in this one. We call it wallet. So name wallets. But I see it doesn't have that prop. Screen component in default export shell. That's not what shell. I don't think it's. Hmm. Implementing nested navigation. Expo router. Nested stack inside of a stack. Let's just have a look at these again. This is just about navigating. Maybe it needs a layout. So if we copy this layout there and then replace that one with this one and delete all the unnecessary code. And we go here, delete this. Check that. It doesn't even navigate. Can I check the route that's generated? Wallets. Let's close all of these. This one, this one. This one probably just needs these. It's reloaded, see that works. Circle dependency. Oh yeah, so these shouldn't do this because of cycles, so just import atoms like that. Okay, there we go. So just had to refresh it, so that it works that way. Okay, so we nest the stack inside of the layout. That's good to know. We've got index, new, and then this that way, and then in of index. Do I need to specify? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. So that is that's how we'll set up our stack, I think. So new and then editing it through the ID. Screen options, header shown false. Can I just remove it there? Yes. Can I remove it at the parent? It's budgets. I'll check budget. I guess I need to remove it at each new one. Oh, not the name. Yep. Okay, so these ones we want to remove in favor of the other one, just to keep it clean. Okay, sweet. So that's basic navigation for that one setup. So what we can do is duplicate. I just want to go to the docs for dynamic routes and get the details. Use param. So this one. Which is a hook. And then ID. Hello. Check it out. Oh, yeah, hello wallet 1. I'll just put it in front. Cool. And then here we just need to say wallet 1. So we'll just have that available for everyone. Cool. Now we can copy this to budgets. So I'm going to delete budgets, profile, transactions. Okay. Hello, budget. Okay, that we can keep the same. I don't want the screen name, just that one. There you go, budget, hello budget, budget. Okay, so budget, and then new budget. Let's see if that works. Yeah, so we got budgets going. Let's copy it for transactions. Transaction. Let's say the same. What's itself? Transaction. Okay, I'll just delete that once I'm done here. So delete. And then transaction. So weird it copies the component. Okay. So we've got our transactions as well. Check the transactions. There you go. Gonna fix that on budget, also in S. Okay. So budget, wallet transactions are set up there. And then I guess profile also needs one, but different ones. So we'll say profile. And then this one won't have ID, it'll have an index, and we'll have purchases from the designs. We've got our profile and our purchases, so we'll create those ones. So we'll just rename this one to purchases. Purchases. And profile screens. And then we can say hello profile, and then profile purchases. Hello purchases. So from there we should go to profile and then purchases. Sweet. So that then works for navigation. Only ones we have is the login section. Which more information. Oh well, that would have been helpful. Shared routes, authentication. So we want to do this to the app. So let's create a app directory. We then want to move all of this except not found, I think, into here. Create a new index and a new layout. Right. This will be the sign in screen. Hello, sign in. And using the session in the provider, so using up. Okay, so we'll set this basic setup up. Copy this to library gtx.tsx. And storage state. Use storage state. That just needs to be TypeScript file. This one I'll just rename it. Install this. So that one stops complaining. Okay. Use the system provider the root layout. So this layout we will change to this one. Import the and then slot from router. We want to keep the other stuff here. Safe area. We also want to keep and then in this one we want to delete these because we don't need them anymore. We do need a empty one there. Okay. Next we do is create a nested layout route that checks whether the user is authenticated before rendering the child component. This layout route redirects users to the sign-in screen if they're not authenticated. Cool. So this is what we want to add to this layout. No, sorry, this one. No, those are this one. So here we want to do is get our session, which is our login session. Then we want to check if it's loading. We have a little loading state. Not sure why it doesn't want to autofill the components part. Right, yep. Okay, and then if the session is not ready or there exists no session, we will redirect to the sign in and then app sign in, which we will rename to login instead of sign in, and I'll make this login. And then in here we will assign ourselves a session. Button text sign in on press. I wanna on sign in or log in. Create a little function and sign in, and then redirect to that one. Okay. And here we will just put a little same thing we did there. Log out, and then on log out function, and then we terminate our session. Actually, we can just add it there. Okay. Let's quickly refresh. Not found. Let's quickly check if we missed something. Okay, it's not finding the page. Let's go see what that warning was. Don't see it now. I think it's supposed to look for this, because it should still look for this index. Layout, sign in, layout, index. Always accessible, requires authentication, protects child routes. So I created the auth context, fine. When using the session, so maybe this does need to live in here. Let's move these around. And then the safe area provider. No, wait, sorry, this is all in the wrong place. Just needs to come out of the layout. This is the root layout, so this should be fine. This doesn't need all of this because this is a page. Okay. Create a nested layout with a stack, which we did, which is now this one, which has a stack. Create the sign-in page, which we did. This, since this group's outside of the group layout, does not run when rendering the screen. Implement auth screen that lets you sign up, which we did. Does this belong in there? Unmatched route, login, sitemap, not found. Just got an index. Let's just reload. Oh, capital. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, hold on. It's loading. Loading slowly. The splash screen isn't hiding, which makes me think the splash code isn't running. Pretty nested loud that checks these that I always need to get before rendering the child command. This loud renders direct to the other one. Oh wait, there we go, login. Okay, now it loaded. It just took a second. So I can log in and then log out. Log in, log out. Log in, log out. Okay. Log in, log out. Which is what we want. These I want to rename to login. And this one I want to rename to log out. This one will be sign log out. And this one will be log in. Okay. So I'm gonna check something. If I remove that one, does it still flicker? Yes. Okay, I don't think it's that, but okay, that's fine for now. So now we've got that stack. So if we log in, we should be able to close the app. Simulator is a little bit slow. We close the app and reopen it. Should stay logged in. No. Session, use session, storage, state. Does it have a default function? Doesn't look like it. That's fine, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so from here we can go to other pages. There are event nestings and stuff. Cool, that means our navigation is sorted. React Native. Login button. Okay. There you go. That's our navigation state sorted. I don't think I'm missing another page besides those three. These ones, but I'm not going to do them now. Okay. Sweet. So all those are sorted. Okay, let's commit that work. So we installed Secure Store. Okay, loading layout. And all our pages. No new component. And then our states. So setup, entire setup navigation. Let's push that. Main. Can I delete this? Probably I can, but I can't delete the. I wonder why I did master. Let's open our remote. And then go to settings, branching. Don't have any protected branches, so I want to set the default branch, this one. Hit rename to main. Or exist switch. Yes. Okay, so I should now be able to delete master. Yeah, there you go. That's all I want to do. Okay. Cool. So it's 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna call it a day. We did the mobile setup, which took a little bit longer than I was hoping. It was about an hour or so. And then out of that, we started navigation, and then played around with that a little bit as well, which is cool. So now we've got our app going, we've got our navigation going as well, to all the different screens that we will be having in the app. And then from Thursday, I'll start building out some of the components. So what we'll do on Thursday is basically, I think I'll build the top and bottom bar, and the wallet screen. So I'll basically be building this whole page here. Cool. Yeah. everyone who's been in chat for the stream, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be live again on Thursday, same time, 7 to 9, where we'll just keep on going with the app. Yeah, but I thanks everyone for joining, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Cheers.